Mandatory part of the pre-flight. Every pre-flight is checking the oil. Let's have a look. I've got something to show you. Big old 310 horsepower IO 550. Open up these latches. Up she comes. There's our dipstick. Max oil quantity 8 quarts. So the question always comes up, how much oil is enough? There we go. So at present we have 4.5 quarts of oil. 4.5 quarts. So maximum oil quantity is 8 quarts. Should we top it up to 8 quarts? Well, we could top it up to 8 quarts, but what would we get if we did that? Well, it would just spit all of that oil out. So the manufacturer guidance is the minimum oil quantity is 2 quarts, which is a little low for my liking. That's the minimum that we can actually run with. You would never really run with that. I tend to think of it, and I got some advice from a couple of different engineers. I've synthesized all that advice down to run the sump between 2/3 down to a half capacity. So if you've got an 8 quart sump like we have here, a half capacity is 4 quarts, a 2/3 capacity is 6 quarts. So what we'll do right now is we'll top it up to 6 quarts, run it down to 4 quarts, top it up to 6 quarts, run it down to 4 quarts. And that will do two things for us. It'll ensure the engine has adequate cooling, because of course the oil is for cooling and for lubrication. And it'll make sure that if we top it up to 8 quarts, it'll just spit out those extra 2 quarts. So to make sure it doesn't spit oil all over the belly of the aeroplane. That's my thinking behind oil quantities. So we've got 4.5, we will top it up to 6 because we're going on a really long leg today. And it'll probably burn 1.5 quarts, just like it did yesterday. All right, let's talk about how to put oil in a Cirrus. Come on over here, John. Not just a Cirrus, any aeroplane. So what you can do, if you haven't got your handy dandy makeshift funnel, what you can do is pull the dipstick out and you can run the oil down the dipstick like a guide. So let's have a look at this. We'll see if I can do it without spilling any oil. Hold the oil bottle like that because that allows air to run through the top and stops it glugging. And then what we do, hold that little cap out of the way, and what we try and do is get a laminar flow straight down the dipstick, and the dipstick acts like a guide for the oil to come down. Because the oil is super viscous, it sticks to the dipstick, and hopefully you don't spill any and you don't have to use a funnel. And it's a little bit quicker, I find. There you go. Takes about a minute, minute and a half to put a quart of oil, especially when it's cool like this. It's 5 degrees C, so that's what, that'll be 32, 40, about 42, 45 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that, ambient temperature. That'll hit stop. There you go, you can see the oil sticks to the dipstick. We use laminar flow just like we do on a wing because air's a fluid, so is oil. Sticks to the dipstick, guides it down, and hopefully we don't make a mess.